There we go, now it's recording. The battery does look like it's pretty low though. Alright, you ready?
My controls.
Your controls.
Bumpy around this area.
Yeah.
Fine.
But so you see that I felt that bump and then I immediately took power out to compensate for that so we didn't lose altitude or gain altitude. Especially important to be able to maintain altitude like that when you're flying, when you're talking with the air traffic controller or flying instrument.
Oh, that makes sense. By arc. Flaps. Power rate of the 10. Power about 18. knots. Approaching the 45. Pilot jet. And about here. Well, traffic, Cherokee 570 Foxtrot turning left base runway 35. Well, traffic.
Probably turn base a little bit sooner. Yeah.
I'm using this bunch of cows as reference.
Yeah, so right about here or just a little bit before cows right here, this little feeding station is going to be where we want to be.
Tooele traffic, jump 13, drop at Skydivers midfield, Tooele in 2 minutes please, do not overfly midfield, assume normal traffic patterns, Tooele. Tooele air traffic, Skyhawk 1931, Hotel 7300 along the East Bench, doing
Watch that airspeed. Watch that airspeed.
Tooele traffic, Archer 963, Whiskey Charlie, 7,000 feet, maneuvering on the south tip of Stansbury Island, Tooele.
Nice recovery, nice recovery.
Tooele traffic for Charlie Romeo, turning crosswind.
Well, traffic, Cherokee 570 Foxtrot turning final touch and go on runway 35. Well, traffic. Finally on the glide path.
Hit that flaps.
Flaps. Runway is made. Lost the reference. Close. Power.
Tooele traffic, Skyhawk 52531, simulated engine failure heading to the field, Tooele.
I ever had
Got out of the way, midfield Tooele please, do not overfly midfield.
overfly the field, he said?
He said don't overfly the, because jumper, or the skydivers are jumped out of the airplane. We're still crabbing a little bit to the right. There you go. The one thing I feel like, with you still landing a little bit left of the center line, is you overshoot it just a little bit and then you correct for that, but then you don't correct again to line the nose up with the center line. You just you bank and then to get a line with it, and then you just stay there and you don't correct.
Correct again.
Yeah.
Well, traffic, Cherokee 570 Foxtrot on the left, crosswind runway 35 to traffic.
I think that's what's gonna be help you out a little bit. Yep. So just make sure you correct, because you got to correct this way, and then you got to correct again to make sure you line up straight with the runway, with the center line.
crap too much into the left.
We'll probably want to switch fuel tanks too. For in that one.
Tooele traffic for Charlie Romeo, turning base for 35.
That was a better radio call.
531 final 35.
Tooele traffic, Cherokee 570 Foxtrot, turning left downwind, runway 35. Tooele traffic.
Tooele traffic, Cherokee for Charlie Romeo, turning final 35.
Hey, where are you going, dude? Hey.
Bring that power back.
Tooele traffic, jump 13, rapid descent in between Grantsville and the field. We'll be entering a high left downwind at 45, runway 35 Tooele.
We're 90.
05 Charlie, you're going to be a touch to go, full stop. Touch to go.
And 80. Approaching the poach. 45. Right about here.
You guys are going to turn base?
Yeah, we're turning base right now. Tooele traffic, Cherokee 5570 Foxtrot, turning left base, 35, touch go, Tooele.
Jump 13, base 35, number 2, right over top of you. Got you inside.
Tooele traffic, Skyhawk 52531, left crosswind, runway 35, Tooele.
Ups. Tooele traffic, Cherokee 570 Foxtrot, turning final, runway 35, touch and go to traffic.
Watch your airspeed. Watch your
Jump
airspeed.
15, final
I
number 2.
power, I power. Stall light came on.
I'm low according to the VASI.
So just hold the out. You don't need to climb, just hold the altitude. You don't need to climb when you're on the climb. Just level off and then you'll catch the glide slope.
Tooele traffic, Skyhawk 52531, left downwind, runway 35, Tooele.
Power. Ups.
Tooele traffic for Charles Romeo, turning
Gotta be high.
crosswind
Going
35.
to intersect the glide path. Power down a little bit. There's the glide path. Made. Or to idle.
Jump 15, short final 35.
There.
Tooele traffic,
Go.
Cherokee for
Get off the runway for this guy.
Charlie Romeo, turning downwind for 35.
And rotate.
Correct for that drift. Correct for the drift. Correct for the drift.
Tooele traffic,
Use
Skyhawk
bank into the right.
52531,
Correct for that
left
drift.
base, runway 35, stop and go, Tooele.
Be better here, I think.
Yeah, so that was a good landing. The flare, you rounded out a little bit too high again. You want to come down a little bit more.
Jump 15 clear.
a little bit lower to the runway, and then start that round out. But other than that, that was you were a lot closer to the center line, and flared. It wasn't a flat landing, so that was good.
Well, traffic, Cherokee 570 from church, turning left, crosswind runway 35 to traffic.
Yeah, that was a really good landing. It wasn't super hard. You're on center line, and we wasn't flat. That's the one thing that makes me really happy. It wasn't a flat landing.
Remember that side picture.
Yeah. So just round out, keep that airspeed up a little bit longer in 85, and then in the round out a little bit lower.
Cherokee for Charlie Romeo. Left base 35.
And let's switch tanks. Well, traffic, Cherokee 570 Foxtrot, turning left, downwind runway 35 to traffic.
Another thing, so if we're already in the downwind, you don't need to say turning left downwind.
Well, it's traffic. Cherokee
oh yeah,
we're already in the
Charlie
in the
Romeo
downwind.
turning 5.
In the downwind.
35.
Interesting. Right about here is where we hit that thermal. Every single time, hit a thermal right about here. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah. Angry bird.
Go right in front of the air. Birds are so stupid.